I'm not gonna name his name, with this guy probably about 50 something times, dude. Honest to God. And Dion used to fight his older brother, and you know,
Oh, wow.
but yeah, and so like, but what it was, Brooke, come to find out, just last year, like I said, we're friends now. Come to find out, it was his dad teaching him that stuff, because he was only a year older than me. So if I'm 6, he's 7. If I'm 7, he's 8. So you know, he wouldn't really know about racism. It was being taught by his dad, and his dad and his mom grew up on Joy Road during the 70s on the west side, and they was a part of the riots. And so they got beat up, probably pissed. I mean, I'm sorry, probably spit on. You know what I'm saying? So man, he has kids. He tells his kids racism. You know, he teaches his kids racism. And I remember his mom used to come out to my house. My mom used to get into it, unphysical, but like, why is you at my house? Your kids would say this, you know. So I mean, to answer your question, I mean, we experienced stuff that a normal kid, 6 years old, shouldn't have to experience, but it is what it was. And like, I'm glad that it did happen, because like, I just know what it is. And that's all I'm gonna say. I just know what it is, period. And like, you know, like, it was unfortunate because we were so young, and like, just because the color of your skin, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love everybody. I don't, you know, every race, but at the same time, like, I know what it is. And that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so you know, so that's we experienced racism, but a lot of that stuff stopped once I hit middle school. Once I hit 6 or 7, you know what I'm saying? Like, just around from the people that was in my neighborhood, the people I grew up with, because like, you know, you moved to Brookside. It's a pretty big neighborhood, but like, at that time, maybe 5 or 6 black families. And that's a pretty big neighborhood, dude.
Yeah.
I can say this. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's definitely under 10. You know? It's definitely under 10 families. So, you know, that's what it was. And then we, once I started getting off into sports, when I was, saying in middle school, that just brought it all together, man. Like, you play ball with every race, every type of race. Yeah.
Now, I remember like there were times, more recent times in Canton, and I say recent for those that don't know, like Canton is a lot more diverse now,
right.
Than when you were coming up, your childhood. And I remember we'll go play ball, but then we'll go get something to eat, me, you and the fellas. And a lot of families will come up to you like, hey, dear, like they always had like a high level of respect for you. Now, do you feel that the way you excelled in sports made non-people of color treat you better? Do you think that was a factor or no?
Maybe a little bit, but the majority of it is how I carry myself, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on that, how my parents raised me. You know what I'm saying? To treat people with respect. When you come in a room, announce yourself, say hello. You look a man in his eye when you give him a firm handshake. I put that on my parents, man, because I've always treated people with respect. I don't care, I don't care if you're slow, because I grew up big, man. I was always a big dude, so it's like I accept people. You know what I mean? Because everybody is flawed. I'm not better than nobody at all. You know what I'm saying? We're all human beings. But yeah, like as far as like families coming up and stuff, because back in the day when I did play sports, yeah, it probably helped. But I want to give that credit to my parents, man.
Beautiful.
You know,
Man, that's beautiful, and that's quote unquote real because it wasn't. You didn't get. You earned your respect at the same time. The way you carried yourself, it broke down some racial barriers in Canton, where some middle-aged white people that may have had some reservations about the black kid in the neighborhood. They got to know you more as a person, so that kind of
yeah,
broke down the barriers of whatever stereotypes they may have had.
yeah, yeah.
Now, if you could put together a movie about your life, what actor would play Derek Johnson and why?
Whoa, that's a brilliant question. What actor would play me? Okay, so he had to be a big brother, a big.
Any ethnicity, whichever actor you feel fits your personality the most, and it could be anybody that you feel fits the mold.
To fit my personality, even though he's older, man, this guy I look up to, it would have to be E40.
Okay.
It would have to be E40, but it will be more on the, he's a rapper, but it'll be more like just sports and talking mess. You know what I'm saying? But like, I say E40 because he a big dude, but he's smooth and he carry himself. And like,
Thanks.
he got personality. I got personality. I don't got the millions of dollars, but I'm saying like, I think he's authentic. If he wasn't a millionaire, I think he would still be good because he has a lot of personality, and he's not a character like some of these other rappers and stuff. I just think that's him genuinely. So yeah, I have E40 or, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like him playing me.
And now, you were saying you don't have $1 million, but you do have $1 million worth of game for the young people coming up.
Oh man, shout out to Gilly Wallow. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, take us forward to right around, your senior year, or to the point right after your senior year. What happened with Wayne State? What happened between you and Wayne State? What kept you off the football field at Wayne State?
Okay, that's a good question, man. This is gonna be a very real answer, very genuine answer. So I had the talent, man. I had the God-given talent to go play, but I didn't foresee my future. I was thinking of right then. Bro, I'm a loyal person, and my mom always told me, she's like, you're loyal to a fault. It didn't take me till about 5 years ago to really get that. I didn't really all the way buy into believing into myself, even though I had a God-given talent. I was too loyal to my neighborhood, to the friends around me, right? When I should have just been focused on kids out there, teenagers, if you're out there, and if you're an athlete and you have talent and you want to go to college, just have, tunnel vision. Have tunnel vision to your goal. Don't start smoking weed, because I started smoking weed around, like, I don't do it no more, but around like 17, 18. And what Cat Williams say? You know what I'm saying? You hit that weed, it got an ingredient in it. Ask me what the ingredient is, bro.
Uh-huh.
Ask me what the ingredient is.
What's the ingredient?
The ingredient is fucking. You start, okay, so at that time, you in shape, you know what I'm saying? You looking good, smelling good, but you're only 17 years old. And at that time, I'm built like a grown man at that time. And so, like, I didn't listen to a lot of people. I always thought that I knew everything when I ain't know shit. You know, I just started smoking weed and started fucking off early. Don't do that. Don't be influenced. Don't be influenced by your friends, man. Be a leader. Have a winning circle around you, man. Please, it's important because you know I'm still friends with people to this day, and you know the four horsemen. I told you about me, Tony, Mike, and Joe. We know each other forever,
Yep.
but I'm really only cool with like two of them. But I talk to one, and like you know. Me and my friend Tony, we were the only ones going to school. Everybody else from the neighborhood went to Starkweather. They went to alternative school. And like I felt like I didn't have the support. I'll be in playoff games and I'm looking on the sidelines. I see my parents, but damn, I want to see my friends here too holding me down because I was that loyal, but didn't. That thing might have came to one game. So like, you know, if I was to give advice to these young kids out here, man, and these athletes or anybody who is destined to do great things in life, where you can see your potential, please be a leader. Be a leader and don't stray from core values and people who's telling you good advice because my dad told me good advice, my coaches did, but I'm sitting there smoking weed, thinking I'm flying shit and not listening to nothing. Like, I know it's called no regrets, but that's my biggest regret. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had scholarships on the floor and just, you know, and so it made my life, you know what I'm saying? It made my life a little rough for about 4 or 5 years after that, but I bounced back, thankfully. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just kind of mad that I didn't give myself a chance.